Hey sweet friends, alright, tonight I am making up Kainen's Pizza Casserole. A very delicious dish, super easy, everybody always loves it. I know I've made this on here before, so I'm just going to run through it real quick, okay? In here I have a pound of ground beef and a pound of breakfast sausage. Any kind you want, hot, mild, it does not matter. And then I just added in some onion and peppers. I'm still working on those little peppers that I had in the fridge. You can use just a green bell pepper, whatever you want. I'm going to let that cook down, let those soften up just a little bit. Okay, over here I have my noodles that I'm fixing to drain. This is just some egg noodles. I did about 10 ounces, and if you see that stuff around the edge, that's because I put in some beef bouillon instead of salt. You can use whichever you want to use, okay? I'm fixing to drain these real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, our noodles are over there draining. Y'all know I always like to hit them with cold water to stop that cooking process. You do not want to overcook your noodles because we're going to put this in the oven. And remember, egg noodles, it does not take them very long at all to cook. I'm using these, and I didn't do this whole bag. I had a bag already open, so I used the rest of these and some of another bag. These bags, they come in 12 ounces. Typically, I use about 10 ounces of the bag. If you want to go ahead and do it all, you can. If you want to do less, you can, but that's just what I usually do. About 10 ounces. Cook them, let them boil for just a few minutes. I mean, not very long at all. Drain them. I run some cold water over them, and then I like to season them up a little bit. Y'all know how I like to do that. Oregano, parsley, a little garlic, salt, just something to give them a little bit of flavor. That's optional as well. Alright, so we are well on our way. I have our ground beef sausage here cooking up with our onions and peppers. I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 350. And y'all, this is a delicious little meal that everybody always loves. Okay, y'all, once your peppers and onions kind of get softened up a little bit, take you some pizza sauce. Now, this is that jar that I opened the other night for the pizza pockets. Yeah, is that what I made? Pizza pockets, yeah. And this is a 14-ounce jar, but of course we've used some of it. All you need is one of the little 12-ounce jars, okay? The little smaller jars, they all pretty much are 12 ounces. That's what I always use. Well, wait a minute. No, I'm telling y'all wrong. This is a 16-ounce jar. The other jars are 14 ounces. Let me correct myself. 14-ounce jar of your pizza sauce, okay? And when you first put this in here, it's going to look like you don't have enough. Trust me, it ends up being enough. I may have a little bit more ground beef than a pound this time, but I just used that I had left. But it'll be just fine. I'm just going to let this sit here and simmer and cook for just a minute. Let all those flavors combine into that ground beef, and I'll come back and we'll get this layered up, y'all. Super, super easy. But remember, let me correct myself, 14 ounces of pizza sauce. Alright, y'all, I let this cook for about 10 minutes or so. You can see here that sauce is cooked in really good. So what we're going to do, I have our sprayed casserole dish here. You want to put in about half of your meat mixture. Spread that out. What is so good about this recipe, or one thing that kind of I feel like makes it stand out and makes it a little bit better or just different, is it's not real saucy, but it's really, really good like that. It just kind of makes it, like I said, a little bit different. You want to have about anywhere from 8 to 12 ounces of mozzarella, 8 to 12 ounces of mild or sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going easy tonight. I'm using half bag and half homemade shredded. So do you a layer of cheese. You want to mix your cheeses up. If you shred them up yourself, that's what I have over here on my plate. But for this first layer, I'm going to go easy. This is an 8-ounce bag that I'm putting on here. So that's why I say you would want about 16 ounces all together. Okay, there's that. Take you just a little bit of parm, sprinkle it over, not much, just a little. Okay, then get your egg noodles. And you know, like I said, I love to season mine up. Put all of your egg noodles on there. Every bit of them. Okay? Alright. Take the rest of your meat sauce. Put that on there. Y'all, by the way, you notice these little cool little spoons here that I have? A sweet little friend sent me these, Miss Vicky. And I love them. Absolutely love them. I have just about replaced my old faithful wooden spoon with these. It comes with a set of 2. And I love them. Y'all gonna have to get you some. I don't know. I think they came from Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know what they're called. I don't know any details about them. Maybe she'll see this and let us know in the comments. But they are wonderful. I love them. All right. Do your second half of your meat mixture. And then, of course, then you're going to do your cheese. This is what I shredded up myself. And this is just some mozzarella and some sharp cheddar. Or mild cheddar. I can't remember which. One or the other. It doesn't matter. Spread that out. If y'all heard me tell it before, I know. But this was Kainen's most favorite recipe. I have been making this for, I guess, 20 years, y'all. And y'all know I love to change things up. I'm bad about wanting to get in here and change things up. I have never once changed this recipe in the 20 years I've been making it, because it is just, it's so good. You don't have to change it. However, I say that tonight I am wanting to put some little pepper rings on top, but now that's not going to change the flavor of it. It's just going to change the look, because I had those pretty little peppers. But anyway, then you want to do some pepperoni. I'm not going to keep y'all while I place all these on here, but just put you some pepperoni on top. But this is why I wanted to make this, because I had the rest of that pizza sauce left that I had opened. And of course, once you open it, you need to use it. And then I still had some pepperonis that needed to be used. And I thought they don't have much life left in them in the fridge. So I needed to use these up. So let me get these on here. And like I said, tonight I'm going to add a few little pepper rings. That's something different, but you certainly don't have to. I'll be back in a second. All right, y'all, that worked out perfect. I used every single one of my pepperonis that I had. And like I said, this is the one thing I'm doing a little bit different. This is just some little pepper rings from those little peppers I've been working on in the fridge. When I was chopping them up, I thought, you know what, I'm going to make some little rings just to put on top for some good color. And so that's what I'm doing. Now, if you want to put some black olives, I know a lot of people do black olives on their little pizza casseroles. This is just a very simple, basic one. But now you feel free to fix it up and dress it up to whatever your family likes. All right, a little bit of parm. A little bit of garlic salt. Just a tiny sprinkle. A little bit of oregano. A little bit of parsley. Okay, and then I like to take my spray and just give the top a very quick spray. It's going to help all these pepperonis get nice and crisp how I like them. Just like that. It makes a mess, but hey, that's what we got dishwater over here for. Okay, y'all, this is it. Going in the oven, 350 for probably, I'm going to say 25-30 minutes. I'll let y'all know whenever I come back. Let's look at our pizza casserole here, y'all. It looks so good. I'm telling you what, this never fails. This is a winner for everybody. Everybody always loves this, I'm telling you. So let's get us out some here. Let me move you on back here. Hang on a minute. Whoa, now. All right. So I'm just going to I've been letting this cool off for a minute, so it's been sitting here for a bit, so it is cooled down, because I like to be able to cut it in little squares like this. Looky here, look at this. This kind of gives you a little bit more of a look of it, of how it looks once it comes out. Like I said, this is not a real saucy dish, but it is, the flavors are amazing. Whenever you mix in that little bit of pizza sauce, you're going to think, okay, this is not enough. But trust me, it is. The flavor is amazing. All right, let me back you up. We're going to do a little taste test. My favorite part, y'all know that. So here's what it looks like. Look at this. Mm-mm-mm. Cut that pepperoni in. Now what I did, oh yeah, let me tell y'all this before I forget. I cooked this on 350 for, right, why is that one little, look, y'all see this? Sticking straight up. Have you ever? I'm sorry, that was just very distracting. Anyway, I cooked this, look at that cheese, y'all, for on 350 right at 30 minutes, and then I turned it on broil. Just, oh no, my battery's going low. It's always something, ain't it? And then I turned it on broil just because I like to get those pepperonis really nice and toasty, as you see right here. I turned it on broil for just like, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes or so, just however long it takes. Now that's optional, you don't have to, but about 30 minutes, 350 is good enough. But if you want to turn it on broil to get your, I always love to toast the top really good. And I've had it sitting out here cooling. I did better tonight instead of trying to rush it. I'm telling you, that is what I'm telling you. That's what's so good about this, is it's not real saucy, and I love that about it, because we always seem to add so much sauce to everything, myself included. I always do. This, it's like you can just really get those good flavors of everything without all that sauce, and I love sauce, so that's what I'm saying. That's what makes this delicious. Y'all gotta try it. Just as good as it ever was. Ever since I posted this the first time, I've had so many people reach out and say this is a rotation. This is a meal that is in our rotation now because they love it so much. Kids love this. I don't know what it is about it, but the only child that never did love it, guess what? Braden. This was Kainen's favorite. Braden, not so much. Outstanding, y'all. Every single time. And like I said, I've never changed this. I did put the little pepper rings on top for a little bit of color, but that doesn't change the flavor of it. It just made the look of it a little bit different. I've never changed this. This is so good, just how it is. You love it. Please let me know if you try it or if you have tried it. Anyway, I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.